Hello folks and welcome back to Blueprints, where last time we discovered some interesting things. We learned some new tricks. First of which is we got the family tree, we got the root cellar, and we got the family tree, so we know some more people in the family now. Apparently I need to get a magnifying glass and look at the stamp, because the stamps go in the book in the library. I remember that just now. But we unlocked the fountain. There's a basement under the fountain, since you drained all the water from it, that we need to be able to go back to. We need a special key for that. We need to find a way. We need to remember how to unfreeze we found the freezer, but we need to remember how to thaw the freezer. We also know what day it is. We know the date. It is now day 10, which means it's now the 16th of November. So if the shelter turns up again. So we could go outside and deal with the shelter, but I want to explore a little bit further first and have a bit of an idea of what's happening in the house before we go ahead and do stuff. So I'll go parlor first, because we also did freezer that freezes our numbers, so we started with a bunch of extra money this time. We'll go parlor. Get key here. M. Lowry, get nothing there. Okay. Let's go over here. So we have gems in the black box, blank. Gems are in a box with a statement. Okay. So there has to be at least one truth and at least one lie. Can that be a lie or a truth, I wonder? Because if the gems are in this box, they're both true. Both the statement and the black box. If the gems are in this box, that's a lie, but that's true. If that's a lie, it means this is a lie, which means they have two lies, which means it'll be in there, but it'll mean the two lies. That can't be a truth or a lie. I think it's in the blue box. So that means that's true. This is a lie, and that's nothing. Good. Let's see that my logic has not yet failed me. And keeping an eye out on a lot of things right now. Okay. Commissary, items for sale. But again, it locks us into the corner. I want to not get locked into the corner if it's all possible. Okay, if we have a key, there is a star, stair, it's an eye. Always having to check. Right, let's get this done here. You know what I'm going to go ahead and write down the entire alphabet. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And as we find them, I'm going to start. So we've got A, we got C, we got D, we got E, we got T, we got K, we got R, we got F. So as we start uncovering more and more of these letters, I'm going to start crossing them out. You got S as well. Maybe the letters that are missing mean something. Maybe the letters that are around mean something. But hey. Okay, so there's something there. Right, let's go to the den on this side over here. You gotta find some sort of keys. There's a chest in the den. Right. Closet would be nice, however, it just causes issues with... We get 4 stars at least. We're bringing our star level up. Plan, we've done that one as well. It's E. Anything up here? Okay, just checking. Does that change anything? Does this mean we can't use it still? You're going, oh, we can't use it now. Okay, we have to get it properly placed up. So once that's done forever, which is fair enough. One of the star values is a bad star value. I can't remember which one it is. We have to remember which is the bad star value, and basically activate it and then walk away. I think is the way to do that. You activate it and walk away. So 4 is a +1 gem. Southern Cross. I guess it's Draxus, which is 12. Dead and was more common today. Everything else is okay. Apple's extra delicious today. Everything's off today. The sale. So 12 is the big one to avoid. Anyway, so 4 should be an additional gem. Thank you. Right. Let's just clear out the corner then. Lab. But lab needs power. I really, really, really wish I could, like, keep this there, but at least let me back out and pick one, you know? Bedroom. When I rent this room, I gain 2, but it just pays for itself when I get out again. I want lab next to the power room. Apple, coins. Desert as an S. Missing E in that coffee. Relevant? I don't know. Right, anyway. Cross to the other side of the den. Spare bedroom crosses directly forward. The guest bedroom is just there. Drawing room links up to the entrance room at least. Hi, okay. So I want to go back over here and go around this way. Commissary. We've got the money for that. Now that we're in a place that's not too locked off, I'm happy to do that. Okay. We're on day 10. That's a lie. So with fur. No, hang on. Pin, pine, E again. Taste. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so what do we got here? Magnifying glass. Sledgehammer. Oh, I want both of those. I can't afford both of those. Nice. Yoink. Magnifying glass. Sledgehammer. Brilliant. Good. Because magnifying glass gives me access to this. I can do this. Morajai, the White Sea of Yore. I mean, not that there's anything I really want to find here. It's just this adds it to the library. I think. If I look it over, it adds it to the library. Okay. Right, there's that, and the den has the chest. I'm going to quickly just bash in. Ooh, hello. Which is more rooms leaning north. Good. And there's something in there. Do I have to follow this path, though? I wonder. Yeah, let me go back to the room plan I made for the soil stuff. But we'll figure out if it needs to if we need to do this via. This is This is the 5th one up. Yes, that's been marked with an X as well. So the 1, but also this is going to be marked with an X. So, possibly take a shovel there. Treasure map. Yeah, okay, so we know there's a treasure map. If that's the same every single time, which I can't tell if it is, because this looks like a surface that could be like a surface that could change on different occasions. There's definitely an idea where I want to get that done multiple times. But I want to go to the right if at all possible. Well, hallway it is then. Then I want to lock off the room. I can't do passageway. Okay. Bat bath. It's an H. Take that out. We're down to I and U. So if it's trying to spell out a word, we're 2 vowels before we'd have no vowels left. Okay, let's keep going this way. Let's get the corner down. Patio, bedroom. Okay, the corner's gone now. We can spread triangle to each green room, which is not going to be huge because unless it adds them to future green rooms. Well, the corner's gone, so let's see if we can get this something here. Gem, at least. And we'll see if it's spread to future green rooms. Anything? That one digging spot. No gas here. Okay. Welp. Okay, forward it is there. Security. Kitchen, food for sale. Security is too useful not to have otherwise because it gives us half of the tricks to get that done. Peak. P is K. We've done that already. Okay, so blue members are true and that's bitten by hand. Yep, did that as well. Okay. Let's get the... Let's do the stuff we need to do in here, which is... Let's say inventory. Anything out there? Nope, we're good. Keycard system. Set security level is low. Interestingly, security level low is only really valid if you arrive with the key. If you have the key, security level high is good because the key, the security card can be used infinite amount of time. So if you have a security card, you set that to high because it means you have loads of doors that you can open no problem. So we have that set to no. Sorry, I forgot to actually hit confirm, didn't I? Confirm and unlocked. So now if you find the circuit breaker room, we can potentially furnace. You are more likely to draw red rooms. No, thank you. It means we could potentially have gotten the shelter. Maybe that was the way forward. Okay. Journey is noteworthy. Getting something to scroll down indentations. Ah! Hello, there it is. Order of it's over there. Billion puzzle notes. Additions. Yeah, we figured that out ourselves. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. Must be a way to open. Sinclair has many secrets that will take to his grave. Oh god, I'll have to go back and re-examine everything, won't I? Sand and S. We did that already. Okay, we're re-examining everything we get our hands on. I have to do guest bedroom because I haven't got any gems. The key card. Well, we're immediately going to go back and activate turn the system back onto high. Back to security. We'll put that back onto high immediately because we have the key card now. The key card system. Security level is high, please. Because and offline mode, keep that unlocked actually. Leave it unlocked because all we need to do is not turn off the card system. But the more card doors we have, the better it is for everyone because now I've got a bunch of these. Okay, in here, courtyard, weight room, coat check. We'll put a coat check down there. Mainly because we've never done it before, so it's a new room at least. So we can find some lore, if there are any lore things in here. Lock, clock, that's a C. Coat check. Ding. We can check an item to retrieve an item. We check an item, we can check the magnifying glass, the sledgehammer, the compass, the treasure map, the key card. Okay, well, we'll come back. Once we're done with everything, we'll come back and store something like the sledgehammer or something. Maybe even the keycard. Anything over here? Just a shovel. Nothing. I don't think we're going to find anything helpful there. That's closed off. That's an H. Sneeze time. So I was playing this game. I don't know why. This game makes me sneeze. Okay, we want to go up to the drawing room. Passageway, chapel. Oh god, that has to be chapel. It has to be chapel because I don't have the gems for the passageway. Right. I can redraw floor plans. We're in the drawing room. I got. Thank you. Corridor. We'll do corridor. Rod Road is A. Yep. Okay. Cool. I mean, right now, before I go too much deeper, I'm going to go back and open the side room because we're getting close to. I don't want to open that before we're left without any exits. So I've got no gems. So at the moment, the hovel is not a bad idea. Shelter, we know what day it is. We know what day it is. What's the time? We know the date. What's the time? We can set it up to an hour in the future, right? That's the whole idea. It's now 10:15. So I'll put 12, because that means it gives us a nice amount of time. We'll go back and explore. And it's 10:15, and it's open until for 4 hours after that. So the first day was the 7th, so this is the 16th. We're on the 16th of November now. Anything else in here I want to keep an eye out? Anything lore-wise? No, let's go over here. Time lock safe. Set unlock date. November 16th, noon. Okay. So we'll be back here at noon, probably at the end of the run, because if it stays open for 4 hours, then it's not too bad. That's fine. There was something I found somewhere that I needed to have the magnifying glass for. I just don't remember what it was. So that'll open up in a couple of hours' time. We also need to see if we can get. We also want to get over there at some point. See if Corridor can take us over there. Although I want a shovel when I go over there as well, so you know it is complicated. Corridor's my only way forward at the moment. Corridor's my only way forward at the moment. Lack of gems is painful. Possibly hovel, but hovel is like a potential idea, whereas with shelter we have a very solid idea. Besides, shelter means we can pick things like the gym and the chapel. I never had issues. Again, the lab would be nice, but I want power first, so we'll do hallway. Unfortunately, I'm adding a bunch more hallway to the pool tomorrow. If they're both triggered, then there's going to be like 3 hallways in the pool tomorrow. Anyways, keep wanting to see if we can get. No, really? Oh, that's going to be a problem. Last key. Closet. Hoping for the best. Shovel, please. Nope. Running shoes and a key. Key's nice. Running shoes not so useful in the long term. So dining room potentially gets us towards the place I want to go. So do that. Deer, tiger. That's fine. Right. Gymnasium, breaker box. Gymnasium sucks a bit, but it keeps the choice of path open. I need to find a way to like double back to there. provided we can go there through any route, because if we need to go there for pilot plot. There's the eye gone. Pilot and plot, that locks out the eye. Walk-in closet, 4 items. I can't do that. Chapel. Has to do chapel. Which means we have to do even bigger U-turn now. Blocked chapel. Nothing of use in here. Don't know who those statues are yet, though. Those haven't turned up yet, as far as I can tell. What do you have the statues are? Some kind of bishop. Praying queen. A monk with a censer or something, and no idea who you are. Right. I want to do a Yui. So conference room will be a Yui. Clicking that lets me go around there. And the key cards is fine because we got the key cards. We got keys. Okay, that's anything I want to lock in there. Nope, that's the spread. Things that are spread will always end up here. Has patio spread stuff to here? It has not. Nothing happening. Nothing hidden in this note. Nope, nothing hidden in that note. That's a lie. Tie. Not. Clock. Interesting. That's new. Not. Clock. No. Tie. Time. M. That's M gone. Right. No! Oh, damn you! That locks off that room. Well, we can't do it now. Let's do it next time. Hope we'll find a book in here. We can order a new book in. A spine and pine is an S. We've done that. So we've done Swimbird. History of Orinda. Orinda was the name of that Night Queen, I think. Orinda is the one that's currently in the cloister. No, we'll work our way down, I think. We'll work our way down the list. We did Swimbird already, so we'll go for Andrew Darrell's Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Simon P. Jones. Okay. Requested that one there. Fine. We're out of... Yeah, figured as much. Just checking also, since we're here. We go back to... Is the stamp there? Yeah, it is. So we have the stamps there. That stamp is there. This is the grand realm of Fen Ares. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found, and the Morajai, the white sea of yore. Okay, good. There may be more in that book, but I'm gonna fill it up some more before I want to get too overly enthusiastic with it. If we get to this tier, I think it unlocks us. That's locked. Is that room gonna work out for us? Nope. Chapel and dining room is still places we can check. Please. Billiard room gives us potentially a key. It locks off the dining room, but hey. That would lead to this room anyway, so that's billiard room, right? Billiard room is fine. Billiard room is absolutely fine because it leads to the same room anyway. Anything back in the bar? Nope. Oh, hang on. Paint? Draw. Fly. Brush. Planet. And planet and plane is T. That's planet, I think, and that's plane. That would be a T. Not sure why they're drawing there. It's just to get mixes of other stuff, I suppose. Yeah, so planet and plane, I think, would be a T. Right, what do we have here? We have 12. We have bullseye. What's a bullseye? A bullseye and 4. A bullseye is 50. What does that mean? What does a bullseye mean here? I'm gonna go for 4. It's not gonna be 4, is it? No. 12. Well, we can just go around the board, can't we? 12. Is it gonna be a 20? No, 12. It's bullseye. Square 12, 16. We're doing squares now. 4 and this 16 again. Six minus 6. 6 squared minus 16 is 20. Okay, we're adding. Okay, this is a silver key. Least room with many doors, which is good. I'm happy to go. I'm gonna go to the conference room and put that in there. Currently, the sheltered chapel. The sheltered chapel is off into the gymnasium. The shelter will give us one more room worth, think, of issues. Right, conference room. Special keys, please. I'm fairly certain this is not the key I need for downstairs. Archives. While drafting, you'll no longer be able to see all 3 potential floor plans. We've never done archives before, and it gives us a bunch of extra space. Yeah, ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's the dining room as well. We can also open that door. We can open this door. This is all good. This is all good. Okay. Right, what do we have over here? The Marigold wins literary honor. Yeah, that's her. Yep. Caleb Manning, Philip White. He's around to split with a long-term person. I wonder if that is part of the article that says my mom disappeared. I wonder if that fits into that article. Don't know. No trace of discovered of secret areas, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones. Mary Matthew Jones is not her name. According to the family tree, her name is Mary Epson. So Mary Matthew Jones must be... Oh, Jones will be my father's surname. Not sure who Matthew is. So if she was born Mary Epson, married Mr. Jones, my dad. So I'm not sure where Matthew came from. Maybe Matthew Jones is my dad. Swimbird won the second book. Won an award for Swimbird as well as she did for Red Prince. The closest living relation of Baron H. Sinclair. So Herbert Sinclair became Baron after Thomas Sinclair died. Simon never became Baron. She used her penning to free herself from associations. The Red Prince as well. Red Prince is based on her son, which is me, Simon Jones, and his love of the color red. I sign my name in red wherever I go. Like, my name is signed with red in the library thing. Okay. Then here... Caleb Manning, the publisher. RLCF. Don't know what that stands for yet. Philip Manning. You know, it was... Okay, so the publisher was also arrested. Okay. Mom went missing. Priceless jewels shown in dramatic museum heist. Orinda Aries. The Princess Crown. The Princess Crown jewel material worth value. Royal Guard. No RLCF. Okay. Well, let's go to the dining room then. Let's eat first. Let's get all the eating happening. Dining room is through the chapel gymnasium, then turn left. That was the meal today. It's the pizza. Wood-fired pizza. Have dinner. We haven't got a furnace, so we'll have dinner. Don't leave a slice of pizza behind us. I've said this to you before. Don't do that. Don't waste pizza. This is too good to waste. Right, so... You can go left and right from the archives. Can't do... Oh, garage can exist up here as well. That's good to know, actually. Garage can exist up here as well. Which I haven't got a gem to just do that. Unfortunately. Other garage was crate. Crate and rate, maybe? Graph doesn't fit. Crate and rate, box, and... If it's crate and rate, we've already done C. Line, no. Graph, no. Chart. Crate and rate is what makes the most sense to me right now. Bat and boat. O. We've already done O, I think, haven't we? Nope, O's gone. Bat and boat. O's gone. Only vowel left in that list is U. Laundry room launders currency. Not sure what that means. There's also a dead end room, but it means I can't do anything there at the moment. Okay, well, dark room. This is the... I'm gonna go around to the billiard room because... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to the billiard room on the off chance I can open that door because I can't see what's happening in this room otherwise, so... Hopefully from the billiard room we can tell. Yeah, did I get this one's clock? And not time, just tie and time, right? Yeah, it was tie and time. If there's nothing to do in here. Yeah, okay, we'll do the code there. Actually, have I tried the archives door? It's probably locked, but I don't think I've tried it. Yeah. Very rare room. I'll pick very rare room. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a very rare room. Furnace. We found the furnace. Ultimately irrelevant. It's like, oh, we can only find more likely to find red rooms. Sure, but it makes no difference. Okay, let's get out. Let's get out. Hopefully, we have to go back out to the front door and go back into the shelter now. Can you finish this now that the furnace has arrived? No, fair enough. Right. I'm assuming it's maybe afternoon, but before. Yes, it's 1 o'clock. So if that door's open for 4. If that thing is open for 4 hours, and we got the date right, which I think we did, then that safe should be open. It is open. A gem and a red letter that says it's a red letter that says 11 on it. Dear Uncle, the fact that it's a red letter really throws me off. The disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for these past years. Suspicions aimed entirely at yourself. And while I have never had opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 6 years ago. The circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had in the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I have reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist as some have claimed, I believe the scenario entirely plausible. And the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she's still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows or shutters of discontent are flung wide open. In that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. 7. Okay, Courtney is not on the family tree. If she's a cousin of Mary and still uncle to still niece of Herbert, I'm assuming you mean Herbert Sinclair. She has to be the son. Oh, she's not on the family tree at all. Courtney, whoever Courtney is not on the family tree. If she's cousin to Mary, she has to be something about her father. No. Just helping. A conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than in all of my father's countless inclusions. Who is your father? Is your father Lionel Epson, then? On the family tree, there was Baron and Thomas Sinclair and Lord William Epson. They gave birth to Simon Sinclair and Clara Epson, who are Mary's parents. Which makes Herbert Mary's uncle. And there's no indication, and because they called Herbert uncle and they called Mary cousin, it has to be an entirely different branch of the family, which is not reflected in the damn family tree. Which means that person has to be either unnamed on the Sinclair side or on the Epson side. So Courtney believes that Herbert Sinclair, I assume, this is addressed to Herbert Sinclair, smuggled Mary south across the border in September when the ruby crown was missing. And we just picked up a ruby as well, so is that related to anything here? I wonder. Also, let's do a, if you do a, might as well do a radiation monitor, might as well. Yeah, it's fine. Anything in the network we want to concern ourselves with? Anything in the anything here we want to connect ourselves with before we decide to make a move? Staff services. But in a, is it so that I think that was day one. That was day one. Mails only in the office. Which we've yet to see. We've yet to go back to the office once, unfortunately. We found the office like on day one and haven't been back since. So what I'm going to do now, because I think we're pretty much we've wiped out here. Locked. I've got no keys. There's no other passageway, so we're going to go swing it by coat check and just drop off like we'll go drop off something in the coat check. I'll swing by the basement. Not that we have a key, but we'll swing by the basement regardless. Especially because the gem we have is one of the gems from the is allegedly one of the gems from the bloody missing. Yeah, that's locked, sure. Well underground. I'm gonna go up. So the time is running out. We're running out of movement speed. I'm gonna go and drop something off from the coat check. Possibly even the card, the bank, possibly the. I'll drop off the. I'll check. We'll check in. I'll check in the key card, I think. Because we can check in. We can claim the key card at some point. Okay, good. Okay. Anything happening back there? Codes, anything in there? Nope. Okay, clock locked, done that. So now we're gonna go. Red letter there. That's a red letter. Is that indication that we've seen a red letter? Dunno. What I'm going to do now is, can we make it to the archives? Can we make it to the archives? Try our best to make it to the archives. So there, to go there. We got 15 left, so it's going to be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It'll be close. So go to the hallway and turn left. Go to the hallway and turn left. All these pictures are really throwing me off for numbers. Road, rod, A's. Stage, sage, T. It's not hallway, dining room and turn left. Then go up here, all the way to the archives and see if you can match anything here with that scrapbook. So there, see what I'm missing in February, but accused of basically she was smuggled south when when the ruby crown of Orinda Ares was stolen, potentially by the total Blackwater, the Blackwater insurgents. The publishing house has defended people before, so maybe the publishing house is related to the Surgeon of Blackwater. Hang on, this stuff is recent. It's all hell, right? Because it's currently... No, it's at least 99 now. It's at least... Do you have a library? No, library was last time. I think it's at least 99 now. Western Hall, again, no keys, so... None of that's happening unless we manage to randomly find a key in the next few movements, which I don't think we will. Because they don't tend to be... Like, they're hidden, but they're not, like, that hidden. I'm not pixel hunting here. That letter's also interesting. Yeah, there. Oh, this is the library. Science using history of Orinda. Drafting strategy, architectural writers, volume 3. So we write in red. Or the above signees responsible for all materials checked out. Yes. I wonder if I go into the library, because that letter seemed important enough. Is it important enough to end up in? Yeah, red letter is important enough to end up in there. Is it important enough to end up in here? Is that important enough to end up in this room? Claim check. My first claim ticket is currently the key card, or the first claim ticket there. Hey folks, we'll carry on next time. I will see you then. Oh, hang on. Before we get too eager on the bye-byes, let's actually time this out, shall we? Red rooms, shops. We know what all the red rooms are. We were missing like 5 shops. We were missing 3 green rooms, 2 hallways, 3 bedrooms, and a bunch of stuff over here. Room 46. Rumored objective 46. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're missing 2 outer rooms. Okay. We'll call it a day. We'll carry on next time. A red villa. 5 red rooms. Yep, all near the end as well. The furnace blocked off 3 of these, but it didn't block the others. Yep. 2 new rooms was the furnace and the code check with the new rooms we had today. We've had everything else at least once. Gotta go back and check the office at some point. We gotta find a way to get into the office. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you all next time. See you then. Bye-bye.